Madison Square Garden. Are you ready? Let's go. Everybody stand up right now. The New York Knicks is in town. You know we about to shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
There, what's going on? What's
Yeah.
going on? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing on this? What is it? Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
See, I'm off track. Yo, first of all, before we start, what's goody, Miss Nice? Wait, I got the what's goody, Miss Nice? How you doing?
I'm
How's
good.
everything?
How are
How you
you?
been? Chilling. You know, Knicks, baby, all day, every day. Um,
Some of don't
Salute
stop
to the
it.
chat. You already know. Salute to JJ. What's goody, my guy? First guy in the chat. What's goody? What's goody, coach? What's goody, coach? How you, man? Jimmy J1 was goody. Cody was goody. Craig was goody. What's goody, Craig?
Oh, that's my
Um,
dude.
What's goody, Mike? What's goody, Michael Brown? What's goody? What's goody, Darlene? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? We miss y'all. We miss y'all. So, yo, first of all, what up, Craig? First of all, we wanted to apologize. I know we said Mondays at 9, but some things happen. Some things got twisted up. So, we had to do it. We had to do it tonight. But here we are. Here we are, sis. So. You know, what's on your mind? Talk to me.
Man, I miss watching the Knicks, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. So once we got eliminated and I had to start watching other teams, they just don't do it for me. Like the energy in the arena's not there, the intensity on the court ain't there. It's like
Hmm.
none of them match up to what we was doing. It just don't do it for me. So man, this summer needs to hurry up because I'm over it already.
Nah, that's a fact. It's. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I really, I picked the Mavs in 6. That's just me. But after the first game, I just like lost interest.
Facts.
Yo, word up. Like, once the Celtics washed them up, I was like, are you serious? I mean, yo, before y'all got here, it looked like y'all was gonna go and take everything. Like, take the
Facts.
whole thing. That's how it looked. And then game one comes and y'all just get washed.
Right.
I was like, like I just lost all interest, and I was just like, you know what, man, I'm going into off season mode. Fuck this, man. I'm like, I ain't even yo like I ain't even watch game two.
I mean, I watch game two, but like I said, even to me, none of the series, West Coast or East Coast, and now the finals have done it for me. I'm just like, not that I'm not interested, because I like you. There's no way I'm going for Boston. No way in hell. I don't care. Even if they did look better, I'm not going for them. But just watching it, like our guys just have this fire on the court that you don't see from any other team. You know what I mean? Like that fire and
Nah,
desire, that intensity. Like you just don't see it. Like to be honest, the closest I saw it was Minnesota, but they still wasn't giving it the way we give it. You know
nah.
what I mean? It was just man. It just gives me the what if we were healthy? Like it makes you think like, this could have been the year with health. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been boring to watch, to say the very least.
Nah, it has been, and that's why I was just like, you know, I like you say, like I really haven't seen no other team match the kind of intensity the Knicks was bringing, man. Even with all the injuries that we had, like they really played with a next man up mentality.
For
They
sure.
really they really took it to the next extent,
For
and
sure.
that's what made that little playoff run kind of exciting. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, like, you know, if it, like you said, like if we was healthy, we could have went a long way, possibly even, beat the Celtics if all our guys was completely healthy,
For
everybody's
sure.
intact, and I don't think there was the way they played, the
For
way they was
sure.
playing. Like there was no team that was gonna fuck with us. I really don't see it, honestly, and I don't
No,
even
for
think
sure.
of what.
I agree 100%. I mean, the way they played the Eastern Conference Finals, we would have beat them. We would have
Yeah,
definitely beat them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And
yeah.
the Mavs, the way they played these first two games, we would
Yo,
have beat them.
and what's funny is how Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart called your man Tyrese Halliburton and made fun of him. Like, damn, bro, like,
You couldn't
yo,
win
we
one.
we would have got one. I mean, we would
Facts.
have at least got one, bro. And it's funny that they was like, yo, as soon as we got off the phone, I felt so much better. You know, so whatever conversation they had, it must have been like it must have been left all on the table. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like, yo, y'all niggas is trash.
Right. Y'all
Y'all
figured out to do
niggas is
that.
trash. Word, you came out with the whole choke sweater and all this other stuff, and y'all couldn't even win a game.
Right.
And y'all was fully healthy. Y'all was healthy.
Facts. And I
I
could
mean,
just
don't
see
get me
Josh, dude, you couldn't play with a sore leg. I'm playing with no abs and OG came in with one leg.
word like OG is, and whether OG comes back or not, right? Whether he comes back or not, what he did for us in that last game, I think it was 6 minutes he played.
Yeah,
Yo, I respect that shit.
facts.
And on a contract, like 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 he could have seriously damaged his chances of getting a big contract had he really injured himself. And he
Yes,
took a chance.
for
He took a
sure.
chance, really.
For
You
sure. And
know,
that's why I just kind of downplayed all the chitter chatter that you see online. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
a couple of things. Do you think he didn't have to do that? He could have said, man, screw this, it's
I'm out.
over. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I'm out.
I'm gonna
Instead,
say
he
it right
said,
now.
I
I'm gonna
needed to
say it
give
right.
whatever I could for my team.
Can I say this? He ain't Jeremy Lindos.
Facts.
Okay? He ain't Jeremy Lindos. Jeremy
Facts.
Lin was 85% healthy. Jeremy Lin could have played in that
Facts.
playoff game, and he decided to sit out. And he clearly said, I want to get paid.
Facts.
Now, OG said, I want to get paid, but OG said, yo, I want to be out there with my teammates.
Facts. And that's
You know
what
what I
you do, and
mean?
that's how this team is built. Leave it all on the court, and that's why the loss didn't sting so much. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they left it all on the court. There's nothing more they could have done.
I hope he comes back too, Mike, and I think he will come back. I'm gonna be honest with you because I think in his mind that loss, that game 7 loss didn't sit right with him, and I think he coming back. It's like unfinished business.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how I take it. Because
Yeah.
for somebody to do that, like, come on, bro, let's be real. Anybody, like I said, anybody else would have said, I'm sitting out. I'm not taking my chances of losing the money that I'm about to make. You know what I mean? I'm sitting out. I'm not chancing it. Not him. He came out there. That had to happen for a reason. It can't just be all for nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and for everything that we gave up for him, I just don't see the Knicks letting him walk. I just don't.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I was gonna go to that point where I don't see this front office. A couple of things. One, I don't think he hires Leon Rose's son as an agent with the intention of just giving us half a season. That's just
Facts.
my opinion. I also don't see this front office making that kind of move the way they did, whether we were keeping IQ or not. I don't see them giving up what we gave up for half a season.
Right.
They have not proven to us yet that they would have made a dumb move like that. So I definitely see him coming back. Honestly, at this point, I hope he takes the player option and comes back this season, and then we figure out free agency next season. Because one, it will save us money so that we can, maneuver the way we need to.
Hmm.
But two, it also gives us the opportunity to see one how healthy he can become or can stay because from Toronto he is plagued with injuries kind of. So it allows us to see
Yeah.
how healthy he can remain, and it allows us to see how well they truly gel long term.
Hmm. Now, I think long term, I think the team will be fine.
Oh no,
My
for
my
sure.
my biggest concern is the health. That's
Facts.
it. That's all my biggest concern because from what I seen in that month of January, before all the injuries, I just like there were some teams there that everybody was like, oh, we not fucking with that team. Denver, Milwaukee, like we washed those teams.
Facts.
Like yeah,
With no
like
prejudice.
even
Facts.
yeah, like I remember like Denver. I remember what's her name was like, yo, I'm out of here after the third quarter.
Facts.
So that's how bad we washed them. You know what I mean? So like my biggest concern is just health. I just want them to be healthy. That's it. If we could get that, everything should be smooth sailing. You
Facts.
know, the biggest thing is what kind of money we talking about.
Right.
Because per the rumors or the sources, as everybody calls it, the sources is saying that he's asking for 35, 35 what, 35 plus million a year. I don't know. I don't see it. You know, I just don't see it. With all the injuries pile up, you know, he hasn't played a full season yet. I think it's an average of what, less than 60 games a season he's played
Mm-hmm.
since he's been in the NBA.
Ooh, my bad, y'all.
Nah, you good.
Yeah, I don't see the Knicks making that kind of. I don't see them giving him that kind of money. I'm not gonna hold you. Um,
I don't see that
but
either.
I
But I
also
just don't.
probably don't see him asking for that from us.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, absolutely not. That's more than we're paying Randall and Brunson. Um,
Right.
and even though what he gives us is, you know, something that they don't defense, and
Defensive
he
wise, yeah.
yeah, offensively he doesn't give us what they give us. So it's you know, but if Randall's only making 28 mil this upcoming season, I don't see them giving OG 30, 35. I don't see them giving him
No.
35. Let's say that.
See, he played 74 games one time in his career. Everything else has been less than 70. 67, 69. In 2018, he played 67. 2020 69, 2021 43, 2022 48, 2023 67, and then last year he played 50 games.
Right. Yeah,
You know,
I don't see it, but I mean, he also said
I'm.
he would take less. So let's see how much
That's what
less.
I said. That's what I thought. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take a guess, right? I'm gonna take a guess out there. Everybody in the chat, y'all can take y'all guess. Y'all can throw up what y'all think he's gonna make. I think he's gonna get 25 to 30 mil a year.
I say cap out
That's
30.
yeah. I think tapped out 30, maybe 32, around that area. You know what I mean? But I don't see him making 30, 35, 40. 35, 40. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. I would have to think about that.
Yeah.
You know, I would have to think about that because
And I
that's
think
kind of
players
crazy.
also have to think about it too, because when you really think about who's going to offer, what kind of teams are going to offer you that kind of money, it's not going to be any teams that have stars already, because their main
Hmm.
money is signed up for, right? Like ours. It's going to be teams like a Detroit, like a. Do you want to go there? You know what I mean? Like, would you rather take a little bit less in a city that on a team that you know is going to win? On a team
Hmm.
that you know has a good team already in place,
Hmm.
in a city that you can make other money.
Yo, fact. You see,
Because
yo,
I'm stuck on that. Like, there's money to be made in New York other than NBA money.
nah, that's a fact. And you already see Julius tapping into the beer industry. You already see, you know what I'm saying? You already see him with sketches. You
Right.
see Jalen
He got like
Brunson doing his
Michelob
thing.
Light now, and
Michelob Light, and then you see Jalen Brunson with Dunkin' Donuts and
AT&T,
AT&T and
Jalen.
sports better now on a podcast. Like,
Yep.
you know, he got all
Josh
these
Hart got
endorsed
Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Knights. Like, even OG he came into it. He already had some shit going on with Staples. So you
Facts.
could always make your side money
Facts.
in the
So it's
city of
like,
New
do you
York.
take 35 to 40 mil and go play for a team that you're not going to compete for a championship? Because those are really the only teams that's going to offer you the money as a free agent. Any
Well, I
good team
think
that has stars already in place, their money is accounted for.
yeah. I think there was one team they were saying was might make a push for him, and I think it was Philly. Philly
Man,
might
fuck
make a push
Philly.
for him.
Philly want everything we got, boy.
Yo, you know they mad because we were supposed to be remember we were supposed to be the easy way route,
Right.
and we kind of like we kind of hit a they kind of hit a cement wall and
Right.
couldn't get a past a certain point, and then that was it for them.
Right.
But to Frankie's question, um, to me, I think I would give him 25 to 30, but I don't know about 35 to 40. That's
Facts.
wild to me. I don't know about that. Now that's kind of like fucking our whole shit up if you if in other terms.
Facts.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I
Like
say cap it at 30, 31.
yeah,
That's
32 the most. Like
yeah,
that's it, bro.
that's
That's
as
all I
far
can
as
do
I'm
for you.
going.
Like that's just I'm not doing more than that, bro. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like I just because now that kind of that we you and IHart, but then that's it. Like I can't,
Right.
you know what I
And then you
mean?
have to think, like you said, he hasn't played a full season. 50 games last season,
Never,
that's low.
never played a full season.
Right. And when you hear reports that when he is injured, he can't tolerate pain,
Oh yeah, he got the
that kind of
elbow
like,
injury. You got the elbow injury. You got injuries coming in from Toronto
facts.
already, and then you got the hammy injury.
Right.
So like I don't know, man. Like 35, 49, but I'll give you a 25, 30.
Right.
No problem. Like I wouldn't hesitate.
Right.
I think
Facts.
he's completely worth that. You
Facts.
know, and people might be like, "Yo, Kev, you bugging." He's gonna think, "Okay, whatever." Hey, however you feel, no problem. But I think 25 to 30, 32 tops is what I'm giving up, man. You
For
know,
sure.
that's what I'm thinking.
No,
So
and I mean
so
anyone that thinks that's too much, to be honest, is really not when you think of the impact that he had on the team.
word.
Basically single hand not single handedly and like we won because of him, but when you look at stats, like we went from one of the worst defensive teams to one of the best with him. I mean that impact is huge.
Hey, listen, 35. You think he's gonna get 35? I'm like 35 mil. I mean, I don't know.
Because
That's what they say.
if
That
you
that's
set that
really
bar there with him, then what happens with Julius and Jalen?
well. I know Jalen. The rumor is he's signing that extension. It's not a sure thing yet, but he's supposed to be signing that extension, right? But uh,
But what I'm
five
saying
years,
is,
one
if your
sixty.
number one and two
Woo!
guy, if your number one and two guy is going to take a little less to have the team be able to be flexible with signing other contracts, is it okay for the number three guy to max it? You know what I mean? Like, I feel
Yeah,
like if one and two take a little less, number three got to take a little less. And let's just be real. You
still
sign
got
30, you could get 5 mil easily elsewhere in New York.
yeah. That's a fact. 5 years, 160. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah,
I
but
don't see the Knicks, but I don't see the Knicks doing a 5 year on someone that played 50 games last season.
yeah, nah. 5 years, 140. That's
But
30
five
mil a
years,
year.
160. Look, 5 years, 160 is 32. What you said capped
Oh yeah,
out.
that's not bad. That's not bad. 5 years, 160. That's 32.
Yep.
That's not bad.
And that's
That's not bad.
if you're going straight across, right? But you know the Knicks be messing with these contracts and going reverse
Hmm.
and all kind of which ways with it. And that's what I think is going to happen when you talk team. You're going to see contracts be this one in reverse, this one in regular, this one. They're going to do it funky so that guys can eat at the same time.
That's right. We still gotta pay. We still gotta pay IHart. We still gotta extend. We still gotta extend Julius Randle. I don't know if that's gonna happen this year or next year. And we still gotta extend Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
You
Yep.
think that the Lakers is gonna get Randall? Nah, man.
Come on,
My
bro.
man Cody. Shout out to my man Cody. I love that's my guy. I love Cody, man. That's my guy.
Julius
But
don't want
nah,
no
man.
part of that nonsense
Yo, let
going
me
on
tell
over
you
there.
something. He left. Yo, Cody, just remember one thing, and this came out his mouth. He said he left the Lakers because LeBron was coming. He said, I didn't even want to be there. He left. He left. He was like, yo, I want no parts of LA. I'm out of here. Send me the fucking. And then that's when they sent him to New Orleans. And that trade, like, yo, get me out of here, yo. I ain't getting
Man,
no burn if LeBron get here. What did you agree with Miss Nix, JJ? Tell us. Randall for AD? I don't know, man. Like
nope,
listen, I'm gonna be
nope.
honest with you, man. I'm sticking with Randall all the way, bro. Cause Randall just I know a lot of people don't like Randall, but just Randall did something that a lot of players never did since Melo, and that's come to the Knicks and try to help us, man. Like I always bring that up, and people might be like, "Yo, Kev, you always bring that up," but it's the truth.
And my answer
AD
is
could have
gonna be a
forced.
hard no. because
Yo, AD.
one, he
Uh
can't
huh.
stay healthy, and two, that contract is absolutely not a Knicks contract. And
Yeah.
when you think of it, it's gonna be more than a Randall for AD. Because AD's contract is what, 3 years, 177. We talking 54 mil, 58 mil, 62 mil. There's
Nope.
absolutely zero chance the Knicks will pull a move like that.
Yo, and who you giving up? Randall? You giving up more than just Randall for him?
Randall and a whole lot. A whole lot. Because when you look at Randall's salary at the best with the player option in 25, 20, well, this year, let's say this year, he's only making 28. That's half of what AD makes.
Oh, and not to forget. Don't remember this though. For AD, the Lakers had to give up Josh Hart, Brandon.
Ingram.
What's his? Brandon Ingram. Who was the other player that they had to give? There was two more. Was it two more players they had to give? They were good players. It was Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram. Damn, who was some other play? Oh, Lonzo Ball, right? Was it Lonzo Ball?
I don't know.
Lonzo Ball. Okay, that's three, right? Lonzo,
And three
and then
first round picks.
and three first round picks. So they gave up three good. Look at that. Look at that.
Huh?
I think we missing a player.
Let's see.
I swear it was four players.
From what
It
I'm
was
reading,
Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and somebody else. It was somebody else. Salute, just Knicks. Salute. What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all
no.
for pulling up,
So
man.
the Lakers got Anthony Davis, Pelicans got Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, three first round picks, and a pick swap.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. See, yeah, man. Like, nah, we're gonna have to give up. We're gonna have to give up. If Julius Randle and somebody else, I guarantee you, if
Well,
for
because you got
AD,
to make the money match. If
yeah,
Randall's only making half of
you
what
got to
he makes,
match.
you got to make
Yeah,
up that other half
and you probably might have to throw in two players plus picks
and probably
just
money.
to make just to make that shit match.
I'm
Nah, I'm
not.
good.
I'm good
I'm
on
staying
it.
with. I'm good on that. No way. No way. I'm good. And you still getting 25, 10 and 5 with Julius Randle, and he can still shoot the three. And me, you know what? This year, I love what he was doing. I loved what he was doing.
Right. And then if you look at it, basically the same numbers as what Anthony Davis did this season. He had 24, 12, and 3.
Yeah, see,
So what
he
do we,
averaged two
you know what
more
I'm saying? The only
rebounds.
thing we're getting
There's
is
two more rebounds, two more
a
rebounds.
taller person, a taller guy, Harley taller, definitely not as strong, and definitely gets injured more. I'm
But
good with it.
I will say this about AD. He blocked shots.
Yeah,
He blocked
but we
shots.
got centers to do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But
I'm
that's the
good.
one thing. That's the one thing that AD got over. AD could shoot the three pretty decently, and he could block shots. He could block shots. So I'll give him that.
I'm good.
But yeah, he do.
I'm gonna say what I said last
Nah,
show
nah,
and
I
the show
agree.
before that. I'm
Nah,
not
nah, I
trading
agree.
Randall. I'm not
Yeah,
trading
yeah, I'm
Randall
not.
because I don't want the curse. I don't want us to get
Nah,
cursed.
nah,
I've
I'm
been through
good.
too many instances where
Yeah.
guys came to
Mm-mm.
our team or were drafted to our team. We let them go prematurely, or we used them till we couldn't use them no more, and then we got cursed for years.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather, and the thing is, he keeps saying it in every interview, like, I want to be here. So there's no
Right,
reason to even put him in trades
right.
and trade talks. because the guy just literally says it in every single interview. I want to be a Knick. I want
Right.
to help this team win a championship.
And
And
you
I
just
think
look at
that
like how his family has embraced New York. You see them at all type
word,
of New York events. You see them at the
yeah,
Rangers game. You see them at the Yankee game. Like they've
yeah,
embraced New York more than we as fans have embraced that family.
word. That's a fact. That's a good point, actually.
Like
That's a very good
if he
point.
didn't want to be a Nick, it'd be like, all right, I'm going to play. I'm going
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Nobody
Yo,
gonna
get me
see
out of
us.
here.
We ain't repping no other teams for the city. You know what I mean? Like it just it.
Never
I
once,
don't see the Knicks moving him, and I don't think he deserves to be moved. To be honest,
and the thing is, never once did you hear him ever say, yo, I don't want to be here.
bro. Even
You
in that
never, you,
horrible season where Knicks fans were giving it to them, when we were
yeah,
giving it to him, he never said, "Man,
yeah,
fuck that team, fuck these fans, fuck this
word,
media. Just get me out of here." Any other
yeah,
player, and y'all seen it from team after team after team, where star players are be like, "Yo, get me out of there. Look at Brooklyn, get me out of
yo,
there. I want no
I
parts
tell
of
you,
this shit."
yo, listen, I tell you what he did do though. He told the fans to shut the fuck up and gave the thumb down. But I will say this though. I will say this about that situation. That made me like him even more. That made me like him even more because I'm like, that's some New York shit that he just did there, bro. Like that was some real New York shit. So I always stand on that. I stand on that all the way.
And I
But
mean, like
but yeah.
we say it all the time. I was very critical of him, but for him to
Hmm.
come back the next season and show out the way he did, it made me respect him again. Like, okay, because like we say, he could have just been like, man, fuck this. This is why
I
people don't want to come to New York. I'm out of here. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But instead, he worked on his craft and he came back a better player. He came back a better player. And this season, he came back a better player after the surgery.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got hurt because of a dirty play. And even
Yeah.
still, he didn't say, fuck it. He still tried to rehab with no surgery to get back. You know what I mean? He
Hmm.
didn't give up on the season. If he and to be honest, if he would have took the if he would have took the surgery,
Hey,
if
but wait. To his credit though, Frankie. To his credit though, he did take a picture with her. So
he
he did take a picture. He did take a picture. I put that on. I actually posted that picture on Knicks and Nish on your birthday.
but he could have dang, I lost my train of thought.
He could have asked out. He could have asked
He could
out.
have. He definitely could have. And what I was saying was, if he would have had the surgery as soon as he got hurt this season, he may have been back at some point in the playoffs. But he
Yeah,
wanted to
I agree.
work his ass off to try to rehab it without surgery, to try his very best to get, you know what I mean, to get back sooner. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. But again, it
Yeah,
tells you the same, like we said with OG, you know, this these that isn't the mentality of guys that don't want to be here. That's the
right.
mentality of guys that love this team, love this city, love, the energy. And to be honest, that's what hurt my heart going into the playoffs. Not having him and seeing him there, and you just saw it in his face that he wanted to be out there. Like he just looked so unhappy just having to watch.
Yeah, it's true. Nah, it's true. He looked like it looked like it was painful for him to watch his guys go out there and especially take a L to a team you could beat. You know how
Facts.
frustrating it is to watch your team sit there and lose to a team that y'all could really wash up.
Facts. Right, because he's sitting there like, yo, Siakam can't hold me. Like
Yo,
Siakam can't hold
word,
me.
word. Yo,
Turner not holding me.
Yo, him and Turner be working out in the off season. I've seen them working out together in the off season, but I do agree with you. I don't think neither one of those guys could hold Julius Randle. I don't think so. Especially when he on his bully bullshit. Oh yeah,
Facts.
y'all ain't got no answer for that man. Y'all ain't got no answer for that man. Um,
Facts.
but but yeah, man. So on to Isaiah Hartenstein, the God of the hour. Today there was a lot of discussion about your man IHart, man. What you how you
Facts.
how you how you feel about that?
I hope he comes back. And I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, he was to me having him and Mitch is a 1-2 punch. I don't care who starts. I don't care who comes off the bench. It's a 1-2 punch. Um, and I hope he takes into consideration more than money, right? Because from what all the hoopla online says, teams are willing to offer him something like 100
A hundred,
mil
mm-hmm,
for I don't know 4 or 5 years,
four
whatever
or
they're
5 years.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope he takes into consideration, you know, that we gave him the opportunity to blossom into what he has become, right? Because even he himself said he didn't think he could be what he is. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I hope he takes into consideration the run it back mode because his boy been out and his boy got hurt. You know what I mean? And I think they really feed off each other. And I think in the series with Indiana, we could have used Mitch because there was games where iHeart just looked like he couldn't do anymore. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
we didn't
nah,
have
I feel
nothing
you.
else in that position to put out there to help him. So I hope he takes that into consideration. I hope he takes, you know, the fact that this team is built to win and he wants to be part of winning. And the fact to me that he was willing to take less money to stay in LA, I think that tells you his mentality. He wants to win. He wants to be on a team that's there to win and he'll do whatever needs to be. So for me, if he was willing to take less for the Clipper to stay with the Clippers, I don't see why he wouldn't take less to remain a Knick. I think is a perfect fit for him. You know what I mean? And then when you look at the team, because to me, when I looked at it they really keep only mentioning like the freaking
Oh,
OKC.
and I did hear the Magic.
But when you look at OKC and you look at their salary and what they got going on, I don't see it happening because all their guys are up for contract at the same exact time. So for you to throw 100 mil at someone would mean that you don't plan on resigning one of your three main guys.
And to be honest with you, like you possibly starting with the New York Knicks. I think he
Facts.
pretty much. I think, in my opinion, I think he pretty much earned solidified a starting spot with the New York Knicks just by the way he played after Mitch got hurt.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
And because how
So
well he's meshed with the guys in the starting lineup.
right, and then to keep Mitch from always getting hurt, you can have Mitch come off the bench.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
he
So
keeps the ball moving because he's now that little threat with that little floater
not only
in
the
the
little
paint.
floater, but people never mention how well this dude can pass the fucking ball. That give and go. That give and go that he be doing with everybody, that pick and roll and all
Yep.
that stuff with the floater and all that.
Hmm.
So,
I
all
mean, he
that comes
moves
to
really
effect.
well with the ball compared to Mitch for sure.
Yeah, we're not getting no floaters from Mitch. I love Mitch, but we're not getting that. We're not getting flow. I love Mitch. I love Mitch, bro. I love Mitch. I know I
he's
love
too
you.
he's
Love
too
Mitch. I love
goofy.
Mitch. He ain't. Wait, he can barely shoot a free throw. I love yo, Mitch. I love you, bro. Like I
No, for
really
sure.
do. You
And
my guy.
And I
You
don't
my
think
guy, but
the starting lineup is a good fit for Mitch because JB's not a throw a alley oop type point guard. You'll get that a little bit more from Deuce.
yeah, yeah. Yo, Deuce earned himself the started point guard off the bench, yo. Like
For
he
sure.
earned that for sure. Like there's no doubt about that. But I just don't know. I just don't know. I think at OKC, IHart to be coming off the bench
For
because you
sure.
got Chen, you got Chen over there.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And Craig, no, I agree. I think, but that's the good thing about to me the 1-2 punch. You can mix and match them as needed with the matchup that we have into play. So it's not like, oh, we have to start Mitch every game because iHeart could start as well. So just depending on the matchup that night, we can mix and match them. And that's the
Yeah.
good part of having both of them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and as much as I love Mitch, and y'all know I love me Mitch. If I had to choose, I'm taking iHeart.
I'm taking IHart too,
I'm
man.
taking
Like I like.
iHeart because he keeps the ball moving. He could.
Yup.
He had like you say he has good passing. You mentioned it in previous shows. He can shoot the three if need be.
Yup.
And he got that floater, and the offense just moves really smooth. Now, defensively, Mitch is a little bit better because of his size and all that. But if I had to choose, which I don't want to choose, I want both of them. I want to be stingy. But if I had to choose, I'm choosing iHeart.
Yeah. I think he stays. I think
For
he
sure.
stays. And I think he stays for cheap too, like you said, because I think he realizes what's in place right now and what's going on in New York.
Right.
And I think he realizes that yeah, OKC is it would be a good fit for him. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a young team. They got some good young talent. But I think they might lose some pieces this year. So maybe that's why they trying to go hard for him. But you got Chen at he plays what the 4 and the 5. So
He plays the
you know,
five.
yeah, the 4 and the 5. So um, he's definitely gonna be coming off the bench over there. I mean, for 4 years, 100 million, that's a win for him.
Right.
But over there, you coming off the bench. In my opinion, I
Right.
think he's coming off the bench. Where over here, you might take less money, but you started and you got the city on lock, bro. Like I haven't seen no setter like that have the city on lock in years.
For real.
You know what I mean? Him and Mitch is a great 1-2 punch. And if those guys stays, forget about Sims. We're not seeing Sims anymore. I hate to say it because I like Jericho. Me personally, I like Jericho. But if Sims and if iHeart stays here and Mitch is here, like he ain't we might as well just trade him.
Right.
We might as well just trade him. So yeah. But
I
I think
mean,
iHeart.
when you look at it, he wouldn't be. I mean, yeah. If they offer you him 100 mil 4 years, that's 25 mil a season. We can only offer him 17.4 a season.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a lot
it's
of
a
money to let go though. That's a lot of money
yeah,
to walk away from. That's
it
a what
is
9 million? That's $9 million, I think.
8 mil.
8 million. You know, but think about it. Like you already got you. Okay, Shea Alexander's a great point guard. He's a great player, but you got that in Jalen Brunson, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like you know, yeah, Jalen Williams is a great player, but you got that in Dante, bro.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they got Lou Dort, but we got Josh Hart, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if we start, like, don't get me wrong, those guys are good. They great. But we got some guys too.
And
You
I'm
know,
gonna say it like this, cause I always thought it was funny when Joakim Noah said it with Cleveland. You ever hear anybody saying they're going to OKC on vacation?
don't you gotta worry
Anybody ever
about
say
tour. Yo,
OKC is cool?
listen, iHeart, don't you gotta worry about tornadoes and shit over there. You don't gotta worry about tornadoes in New York, bruh. You ain't gotta worry about your backyard with your deck getting destroyed. None of that. God bless. But you ain't gotta worry about none of that over here in New York City. The most you gotta worry about is a minor hurricane
And some snow.
and some snow. You might be late. You might be late because of traffic or some shit, but that's the least you're gonna get it.
Nah,
Okay.
facts. But nah, I mean, I really hope him and OG take to Josh Hart's words as he left the locker room the last game. Y'all two better come back.
Facts.
Period.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I think those guys solidify us. And I think if we lose both of them, I think we in trouble.
I will be heartbroken. I'm not gonna hold you. I
I
might
think we
cry.
in trouble. I
I
think
might
I'm gonna be
cry.
honest with you. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. If we lose one of them, we'll still be all right. But if we lose both, we in trouble.
Yeah,
we in trouble. We in trouble, man. Because both of those guys are key pieces to this team. We can't lose both. We
facts.
can't.
Yeah,
If we
nah.
lose both, we in trouble, man. Like, we could possibly replace IHart, but I don't know if we could replace OG's defense, man.
Facts. I agree. Cause who
you
else?
know,
Like when you think about it, who else? Who's gonna
yeah,
give that to you?
yeah. Like, but like with Sims, you could probably, if I think me personally, and I know people be like, yo, this kid Kev, man, but yo, I really feel like Jericho Sims has talent. If you give him the playing time, I really feel you could get something out of him. I'm not saying he's gonna be a great star. I'm not saying none of that. Okay, I think you could get like with. I'm not saying a Deuce McBride what Deuce McBride gave us, but you could get rebounds. You could get defense. You know what I'm saying? You could throw up some lobs, some here and there. You might stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you're gonna get energy. He could run the floor. You could put him. He could play. He could play for. He could defend even though from 1 to 5.
Yeah. I
You
think the
know.
problem with Sims is so when he did get playing time early in the season and last season, he played well. For him,
Yeah.
it's about having time, and we just don't have
He don't.
enough minutes in a game to have him, Mitch, and iHeart play, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is that we can't have two guys on the court at once that can't give us points. And so
Yeah. That's
having
true too.
him, right, so we can't have him play with iHeart the same way we can have Mitch play with iHeart. Them three, it has to be one of the three on the court. We can't have two of the three. And then when you throw in not for nothing Precious, who I like, but isn't always giving us offense every night,
That's true.
then you only have three guys on the court that have to pick up the load offensively. That's not it. I think Sims can be good. It just may not be a good fit here with us.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that. I hear that.
Now, if we
That's a
didn't
good point.
have a Mitch or iHeart, then maybe yes, because then there go our two centers that only can alley oop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Yep.
we can't have three of them,
No, we can't. We can't. Well, let's see what happens, man. We got some choices to make.
right? And I mean, really, like we should know something with iHeart within the next 2 weeks because the Knicks can begin talks with him the day after the finals ends.
To who?
So
To who?
to
iHeart.
iHeart.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
OG has until the 24th to give us
Yep.
his decision on his player option. And in
Right.
iHeart, we can start negotiating with him the day after the finals ends. So
Yo,
we should know something. To me, it's like if we don't find out fairly quickly that they're staying, then chances are,
those guys are staying.
yeah.
And
So
yo, imagine if OG accepts that player option. I think it's 19 million, right? 19 million?
19-9, yep.
19.9, almost 20.
Yep.
Imagine if he accepts that shit.
That would be great for us.
And
That would be
that's what
freaking
Josh
great.
Hart did. That's what Josh Hart did. Didn't he do that? He
Yep.
accepted it. He accepted it, and then he signed the contract after
Facts.
that and
Yep.
got a brand new deal.
Now
So now you never.
let me give a shout out to Josh's wife on this one. Hold on, cause the wives need love. The wives need love on this. Shannon, good luck, sis. Good luck, sis. Cause when Josh got the call that other teams wanted him from his agent, Shannon looked at him in the car and said, "We ain't leaving New York. We ain't going nowhere."
Ah, there you go. There you go. My
Yo.
God, what's goody? What's goody?
What's good? How y'all, man?
Good.
Chilling,
That hat
chilling,
is
man, chilling.
fire.
Yeah, that hat is
Oh,
fire.
thank you. You know what I mean? Just copped it, fresh off the press. You heard?
Ah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, fresh off the press. Well, what's you good? What y'all talking about? I just pulled up. I just saw y'all was
Uh,
live. Got a notification. I was like, oh shit, let me pull up.
No, we were just talking about how great it would be for OG to accept the player option.
the 19.9, the 19.9.
I
That
don't
would
know
be
if that's gonna
amazing.
happen. Yeah, that sounds great. I don't
Yeah.
think that's gonna happen. He's definitely opting out of that contract. Absolutely. But
Um,
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Cause this front office has done things that I didn't think was possible. So I'm not
that's
gonna
what I'm
count them out.
saying.
I'm
That's
not
what
gonna
I'm
count them
saying.
out. So, you know, I think OG's is worth more than 19.5. I think he wants more than 19.5, but I could also see him being like, yo, do this for us now when we got you later. Yeah, I mean, because it seemed like everybody on the roster has pretty much been, you know, hold us down now so we can look out for you later, and having faith that the front office will do that. Uh, so OG, yeah, it would be great. A lot of
That would.
flexibility, a lot of things could be done. But do
Hmm.
I think he's going to do it? Like personally, no, I don't see him going. Yeah, nah, I know I could get mad more money, but let me just take this for now. You know what I mean? Uh,
But now, let me ask a question though. If he takes that 19 million, would that affect extending Julius Randle next year? Because now he's gonna get a max deal. Now he possibly might get a bigger contract next year, right?
Right.
yeah, yeah, but I don't think I don't, I don't think he'll get like because look at what Jalen Brunson is about to take or allegedly about to take, right?
Hmm.
Nowhere near what he
It's
leaving
worth.
another. Yeah, and leaving 100, like almost 100 mil on the table, or more than 100 mil. I can't remember the exact number. But so now, if you're Julius Randle, you see your man's like, yo, we're trying to win a championship. The moral of the story is this: how bad does everybody want to win a championship? Do you want the
Right.
money or you want the chip?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Julius Randle has stated on numerous occasions he's 100% invested in winning the championship here.
Hmm.
So I can't see him trying to break the bank, and your goal is to win the championship here.
Hmm.
Uh, I think, I think him, I think him and JB understand the fact that like yo, one winning a championship here. you're going to go in the Hall of Fame, dog. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
going, you're a Hall of Famer. You win a championship here. And two, I'm already really rich. Like, yes, extra 10 million a year is a lot of money, and I could use that. But at the same time, 30 million is not chump change either. And
Yes.
you live
Nope.
in the media capital of the world, so you're gonna get your money. Jalen Brunson last year, as soon as he got to the Knicks, he had a national Dunkin' Donuts commercial. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
so you see Julius Randle doing more interviews on these podcasts, more trying to up his, popularity via the media. So I could kind of see like he's trying to get in that, yo, I know I'm not that likable. I need to be more likable so I can get more of this bag on the back end. Pause. Uh, and I think that's the leverage that this front office have versus the years before. Like the years before, I never felt like they used the city to it advantage. Like the guys who got here weren't getting the bag because they weren't. You didn't see none of the guys before on commercials. We didn't see he was the
No.
freaking unicorn, dog. KP didn't have no commercials.
No. No.
Facts.
No commercials. Like, how does that
That's
work?
a fact.
You want it like and stuff like that when you're trying to attract people here. You already know that the contracts here get taxed the highest, like one of the highest out of the country. I think San Francisco probably tax just as more, if not San Francisco or LA. I don't know, but we one of the highest. So the contract that they get taxed by the state at a high level. So you have to use that. That's something that also plays in the mind of players too. Like I'm gonna get this much, but they're gonna take this much. Why won't I just take this contract over here and get more
Right.
of my money? And you don't use the city to try to help compensate the fact that we got high taxes getting them. Like, and that's where Leon. I think that's where Leon Rose being a former agent comes into play too. It's like, yo, I could get you the bread. Like, if bread you
Yep.
want on
Facts.
the back end, I could get you this bread. You know what I mean?
Word. Cause I think people forget that. I think people forget what kind that
Have a
Leon
lot of
Rose was that.
connections.
He got a lot of connections. He was an agent prior to doing this, and people forget that now. He know both parts of the business. That gives Leon Rose the edge. A lot of people don't talk about that, but he got the
Mhm.
edge on that part because now he knows both sides of the business.
Facts. Facts. And I think, like I said, a lot of our front office before they use the city to their advantage. Yeah, I mean, if even if we weren't winning, if guys knew that they could come and make money off, you know, endorsements and whatnot,
Mhm.
we probably have more people just showing up just for that. Like,
Right.
and they might not be good, but I could get paid and I could get endorsement money. I'm gonna pull up.
No,
I
it's a
mean,
fact. I mean, I remember when we had Mello, and Mello said like his sneakers never sold the way they did when he was in New York. He said I made more money on my sneakers than I did in my NBA contract,
Yo,
which is
did you
crazy.
did you
And
hear the? Go ahead, my bad, my bad.
no,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
Did you hear when he was saying how he told Jeremy Lin about he could have been worth $100 million in New York and he wouldn't listen?
Yeah. No,
facts.
but it's a fact that when you think about it, when you think about just that, when you think about how Jeremy Lin sold out arenas, like I never saw so many Asian people at basketball games like I did with him. Like I remember the game in Toronto where when he hit that game winning shot, and bro, it sounded like we was in the garden. Like
Hmm.
it was crazy. You never heard Toronto like that at a Knicks game.
Yeah,
Um,
facts.
Word,
and it was crazy. And I agree 100%. We said it earlier. Like, there's money to be made in New York.
word,
Absolutely. I mean, when you think
word,
of even just the deals that our guys have gotten thus far, and to see, we didn't mention Dante got a sneaker deal. Nobody even talks about it.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Dante got an Anta deal. He got
Oh,
an
which one?
Anta sneaker deal.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So those sneakers that he wears, those are his sneakers.
Oh, that's
That's what's up.
fire.
Bro, them joints go like for 250 online. I looked already.
See,
The orange joints he be wearing?
Yes. Those is his
I,
player edition Antas.
that's
I
crazy.
thought he
This
had.
nigga he
No,
on some
so
Michael
I didn't
Jordan
know
shit for
either.
real.
I didn't know either, but when I saw him on the pictures from the slam cover, he had a
Yeah.
blue and an orange one. I'm like, let me look up what these sneakers are. And then I was like, and then it said he was signed to them.
Well, that's what's up.
So he got that. And then you see like guys like Josh Hart doing commentating for the finals. Like we never saw our players do this stuff.
That
Nah,
that
and the podcast
The
or
podcast is now sponsored by Fanatics.
fanatics, and not only that, all the views, and you get paid off for all that shit on YouTube. They start giving you money.
Yep.
yeah, facts. And so I don't. Yeah, they just gotta use the city to his advantage, and maybe that might be a thing for Julius and OG. Yeah, I mean, as a re-sign employee to get them for on cheaper
Right.
contracts. Same thing with IHart. You know what I mean? Like he's another guy that we gotta, you know, try
Find
to
a
be like,
way.
hey, bro, even we can only give you 17.5. We know
Well,
you just
well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
I got
but to coaches to coach's point, Josh Hart is averaging 9 points, 8 rebounds a game, and he's at 4 years, $80+ million, bro.
yeah, facts. Facts. Yeah,
So
facts.
you know, iHeart is averaging 8 points, 8 rebounds a game, but what he does other things than just that. Like his defense helps out a lot. His rebounding, his offensive rebounding was a plus for us. It's just that, you know, once the injuries started piling up on us,
These
that kind of deterred
Anna,
us. Yeah,
these
them
these
shits.
Yes.
oh, I might have to cop. These joints 120.
Oh,
They 120 on Foot Locker. Come on.
okay. I need to
Might
look
have
him
to
up on Foot Locker
but
then.
make sure this ain't
Oh
kids, because
wow.
I just
Yeah,
be
yeah, look that up.
nah, those are the men's 120. Yeah, I might have to cop
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
so to that point, coach, you got a guy in Josh Hart that's putting up those numbers, and his
And to be
contract.
honest, when you look at players like iHeart and Josh Hart, you can't always look at numbers because their
Yeah,
impact to winning and their impact
it,
on the game is
yup.
it's not even put down on the stats. To be honest,
Yeah.
their impact. If
Hmm.
you look at Josh, just Josh alone, without Josh, I don't even know where we would have been last season. To be honest,
Yo,
You know the
listen,
fact.
and the same thing with iHeart. When Mitch went down, he like even he said he didn't think he could do this. He didn't think he was meant to be a starter and could put up what he's put up. And I mean, I think you can't look at just his averages. You have to look at his impact on the team.
hmm
Word. His
and
and
now and
durability.
now,
His ability to be available for a large majority of the season. That's important too.
Exactly.
yo, look at that. Josh Hart is at like his brand new contract starts this year.
Yep.
18 the
Oh
first year, 19 the second, 20 the third, and then the last year is a club option for 22. So so he's right around that range, and from what we hear, he might make even more than that.
Right.
If OKC trying to throw 100 million at him,
who? Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah, I
they
don't know.
trying to throw.
Who reported that? Clutch Sports
Everybody.
reported.
Oh man,
What?
bro, everybody
What?
reporting.
The only thing I saw was on Clutch Sports, and I'm like, oh, I'm not worried about that if Clutch Sports
Yeah,
don't.
I'm not. But there's a lot of people, saying
Nah,
that that's what.
I
So
know because they probably saw the same meme that I saw. I was asking like which credible source reported it.
Oh,
You
there's
know what I
no
mean?
credible because the Knicks don't talk.
Mm.
right, yo, and that's the topic that's one of the topics that we had discussed about today, Anna. So I would like for you to start that one off if you can, please.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is our front office hasn't talked to the media in 5, 6 years. There's no source when it comes to the Knicks. Zero sources. So whenever you hear any beat writer, other podcasts, they all just repeating what somebody started, but it wasn't a Nick.
Yeah. So the OKC joint ain't really the Knicks talking. That would be OKC talk. You know what I mean, I don't know how tight
Right,
lipped they are on their end, but again, Hartenstein said that he was willing to take a pay cut to stay in uh, on the Clippers. You don't think he's going to
Right,
take willing to take a pay cut to stay on the Knicks? Come on.
right.
with the and let me be honest, like I said earlier in the chat while Coach was here, he kind of earned that starting spot with the Knicks, bro. Like Mitch went down, we lost Mitch for 50 games, and he fit right in perfectly well that whole time, and even at times played injured and played well injured. So like the 4 years 72 million, to be honest with you, I think that's a steal. You know, I think we got Mitch for 4 years 60+ million or something like that.
We
So that's
and we got to stop using old contract metrics to measure how much
Right,
people get paid.
hmm
18 million ain't the same that it was 5 years ago.
right.
right.
It's not.
That's
Yeah,
kind of cheap now.
yeah. 18 million ain't the same. Like if you make it 10 million, you a bona fide scrub. You damn near at vet minimum. Because I think the vet minimum is somewhere around like what, like five now? Like so, you know what I mean? Like you make it 10 million, that ain't really that good. Other players looking at you, oh, you're not really that nice. You make it 10 million, you feel me? Like so we gotta stop using the old metrics. 18 million ain't really that much. It wasn't that much when we signed Evan, and it's less now. Like the scale has tipped a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I'm not mad if we end up having to give our heart what 17.5 because I think that's the max we can offer him.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I think they should max him out uh, as far as what he's able to receive, if that's what it takes. If they can get a cheaper deal, obviously, get the cheaper deal. But if it takes us giving him 17.5, I'm with that. Because again, we uh we don't know if Mitch is going to survive a whole year. I don't want him playing 30 to 35 minutes a game for Mitchell Robinson. Is too much. We need IHart to start and take a lot of share of the minutes and bring Mitchell off the bench. I don't think we could get what we get from IHart from any other center. Like if you could think somebody who could fill IHart's shoes and do what he do, somebody drop a name in the comments because I don't see nobody else doing what he does. You know what I
And
mean?
and and I know Coach said something about there was a player he mentioned coming out of college, and like I don't think a kid coming out of college is gonna give us right away what iHeart gave us last year. It's gonna take time for that kid to develop into that kind of player. You know what I mean?
And let's not forget, we don't have a coach that really plays and trusts the young guys. They got to earn his trust.
That's a
Facts.
fact. That's a fact. He will keep him on the bench. He will
He
keep
said,
him on the bench.
Coach. You said Pumley could do what IHart do. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Pumley could do what IHart do.
I
Get
think he
out of here.
mean that's a kid in Mike Plumlee from the
Yeah.
NBA. Mike Plumlee.
Yeah.
Oh nah, I'm not going there.
I don't even know the
I'm not.
first.
I'm not going.
I don't know
The
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 first guy name, but the first.
Nah, the first kid is a young college kid coming out of college. He's supposed to be good, I think.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, they can't do. He can't do what IHart does, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm
And
not saying, yeah, yeah,
no, and you have to think of the culture, right? When you think of young guys coming out of college, to me, their work ethic is not what the Knicks are right now. Like the Knicks work ethic. When I kept saying like we're built differently, like I don't. When you look at how many young, super young guys we ain't got many of them. You know what I mean? And Deuce is built the way we're built. So to bring in someone, and not saying, I mean, of course we have to draft, but you have to always think of the fit. Like they may could give us numbers, but one, are they going to get burned? Maybe not. When you look at, I'm looking at the stats for that Ware kid this season. So he played on, what team is this? Indiana Hoosiers. He
what
averaged, he's seven
center?
feet. He's a center. He averaged 15.9 points, 9 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Those numbers are okay, but what does that really translate in the NBA?
Right.
What does 15 points in college translate in NBA?
But
Fact.
the thing is, does that even translate into the NBA?
Right,
He did that against boys,
right.
like kids. You come into the NBA, you playing with a whole bunch of men now that are like super freaking athletic and all that.
So, and I know this, coach. Your theory is predicated on us keeping Mitch, and you saying that uh the Khalil kid only have to play 18 minutes. Bro, that's predicated on Mitch being healthy for a full season. And when Mitch is not healthy, then what? We gotta worry about the guys that you don't even have really projected playing a lot of minutes. To nah, we already seen what Alhart could do. You said he's a career backup, but when he got a chance to start, he was dominating starting centers. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
so at this point, to still call him a career backup after you saw what he did a majority of the season, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It's your opinion. I respect it, but it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And we know what we're going to get out of him. Instead of taking a chance and hoping that these kids could fill a major void that might be needed during the season. Like, that don't make sense. Like, we know what we're going to get out of our heart. Pay that man his bread. Have Mitch as the backup. Give Mitch around 20 to 25 minutes a game. You know what I mean? If that. Yeah, I mean 20 to 25 minutes a game. Hopefully he stays healthy, playing less minutes. And we rock out like that. I don't want to, cheapen our front line by, taking a gamble on some kids that's unproven when we already know what we have. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Hmm.
And I
Like,
Nah,
mean,
that's true.
the
go ahead,
fact
my
that
fault.
coach don't play Sims, chances are he not gonna play some young kids. It took him how many years and how many stints of sending Deuce back to the G League for
Yeah.
him to get some burn.
And
And
not only that, but Precious got minutes over Sims. So just imagine.
Right.
my boy said, Cat, get out of here, bro. I'm not talking to coach no more. I'm not talking to coach no more. Yeah.
And
Nah,
I'm not gonna
yo,
hold
coach.
you. I'm looking at pictures of this kid, bro. He looks skinny.
Yo, bro. Cat, yo, coach said Cat, bro. I'm not talking to him no more, bro.
No, I know. I'm not a big. After what I seen from him, man, like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like
I mean, y'all
So,
always say like Randall don't show up in the playoffs, but Cat didn't show up in the playoffs. Defensive
yo,
player
and
of the year didn't show up in the playoffs either.
bro, he said cat. I'm like, nah, nope, no,
uh, I
no.
can't do cat. I can't do cat, man.
I'm
Uh,
good.
I'll take
Listen,
Julius Randle any day.
I just think that like after I still got the picture of him looking like he was gonna cry after Luka took that shot. I still got that picture in my head. Like he looked like he was really gonna cry.
Yeah,
He would
bro.
have got torched in New York City if they would have saw that. He would have got torched. He would have
Yeah,
been the meme. They would have made a meme like ASAP.
Facts.
yeah, facts, facts. I don't, and I don't get it. Like, what do y'all think that Cat does better than Julius Randle? Shoot threes, maybe,
That's
but
it.
other than that, it's kind of the same player. But Julius is just a dog. It's kind of
Yeah.
the same. Julius is just a dog. Cat is taller, but he's soft.
And can I say something?
Absolutely.
I don't think Julius Randle's gonna sit there and watch his teammate get choked out and not do nothing.
Yeah, I don't
Okay?
think that's gonna happen.
I don't think that's happening. I think if Draymond Green is choking out Jalen Brunson, I think Julius Randle's gonna put him right in the yoke.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
My man said cat. That just threw me through a loop. I I can't even. I don't even want to talk to him no more.
And I
Cat.
don't think we need Julius Randle to shoot threes if we keep OG.
We don't. Remember when we was going on that run and when we were all healthy, I think Julius Randle was taking 2 3 pointers a game. And this is
Mhm.
what I was saying. I said, yo, and I was saying this for like 2 seasons. Like, yo, Julius Randle shouldn't be taking more than 3 3 pointers a game. If you hot, all right, rock out. You know what I mean? But
Right.
three should be your limit, and that's what he was doing when he was healthy, and we was mostly healthy because Mitch was still hurt, but we was like 98% healthy, and we was smacking teams. We weren't just beating them; we were packing them up. And
Mhm.
Julius Randle, you saw him playing without the ball. You saw him taking less jump shots. You saw him attacking the paint, being aggressive. All the things that we asked him to do. We saw him making quicker decisions with the basketball, and we were 14-2. Like I but y'all still up in arms wanting to trade. My God, 3 time All Star. Like what? He made the All Star team 3 times in 4 years, y'all.
Yeah,
All I'm saying,
I just don't get it. I
he
don't get
he
it.
he would have been a 3 time All NBA if he didn't get injured. 3 times in 4 years, y'all. But y'all want to trade that guy.
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He wants to be here. Wants to be here. Says it on every chance that he get that he wants to be here. How much he loves the city. How much he want to win a championship here. How much his family loves the city. But y'all want to trade him. That's crazy. And
Facts.
and just FYI, I don't think we get here without Julius Randle. I don't think we get to this point where we make the playoffs 3 times in the last 4 years without Julius Randle. I don't think we get the first round victories back to back years without Julius Randle. That's he is the foundation which all this is built on.
Hmm.
I think we forget this. The year before they handed the reins to Julius Randle. The year before, well, we won 21 or 17 games. I can't remember.
17.
17.
17.
We won 17 games the year before they handed the reins to Julius Randle. Because the year before that, it was Marcus Morris, then we traded him. You know what I mean? And then we won 17 games. And then Julius Randle took us to our first playoffs in 8 years, right? Y'all gotta remember these things. You gotta remember these things, man, because it, I mean, clearly it's feelings because it's not basketball if y'all want to trade Julius Randle, coach. You know what I mean? Coach, if you talking about trading Julius Randle is not basketball. That's feelings. Because if it's basketball, you will realize how good Julius Randle is, how good he already fits with the current roster. And wouldn't be wanting to trade for a guy that we all know don't got no heart, right? All all ain't got ain't all we all know Cat ain't got no heart.
Right.
And for you to say it's time to move on, why? Why is it time to move on? I
We
don't
Yeah.
move
I
on,
don't
we
get
getting cursed.
yeah, I don't get that logic, homie. I, it's time to move on. Why?
But okay, if it's time to move on, to who? Who
Cat.
we
That's
moving on to?
cat. That's who he
Okay.
wants.
All right. But all
But see,
right. So
that's
if
the
it's
thing.
not
Like Cat not only didn't play well in the playoffs, right, when it counted, his coach didn't even put him in certain games because he didn't trust the fact that he was gonna play okay. There was,
right,
I think, 2 games down towards the end of their series where he sat out the entire fourth quarter. Bro,
But
the entire fourth quarter he sat out, but he's the number 2 guy on the team. They got Nas Reed out there shooting 7 threes, but you the number 2 guy on the team.
that's
And you're
and
not
crazy.
even out there for the last play of the game.
yeah, Julius Randle is not the greatest 3-point shooter on the earth. I would admit this, but he's well enough that you have to respect it. You have to respect it, and that's all we need. That's all we need is for teams that have to respect it. Yo, we cannot just leave him open. And everybody, and I've had this stretch big conversation with Stephen Kennedy. Shout out to my guy Stephen Kennedy. He's not here tonight, but I've had that argument with him for 3 to 4 years. No, more than that. About 5 years, me and Stephen Kennedy has been arguing about this trade Julius Randle for uh, uh, a stretch 4. No, no, because not too many. There's not too many people in the NBA period that does what Julius Randle does. 25, 10, and 5 guy. There's only 2 other people in the NBA that average that per season. That's the Greek Freak, and that's the Joker. Nobody else. There's nobody else that you can name me that can give you 25, 10, and 5.
Right.
And I'm seeing a name. None of those guys. 25, 10, and 5.
and
Not
then
even not even Cat. My fault. Go ahead.
no, you good. And why do you need a stretch 4 when we got shooters in position 1, 2, and 3? After this season, there's no way anyone leaves any one of those 3 open. You're not leaving JB open. You're not leaving Josh, Dante, OG. You're not leaving none of them open. You can't really even leave Deuce open. All our guys got the okay to let it go. You know what I mean? So do you need a 4 to stretch the floor? No.
Yo,
He just needs to move out the way when JB goes in. You just got to
yo,
move out the way a little bit.
Coach. Cat has never averaged 25, 10, and 5 in his whole entire career, gang. Never in his whole entire career. He said he's done it more times than Randall. He's never done it. He's never been a 25, 10, and 5 guy. Never.
Nope. This season he was 21, 8, and 3.
Never. Never. He does it more times than Randall. Never. Randall averaged that.
No. Career he averages 22, 10, and 3.
See,
One, he never averages 5 assists ever. Because he's not good at facilitating, fam. And he got no heart, which is the crazy part.
yeah,
Most people in
that's kind of crazy.
most people in the NBA would leave the 5 open from the 3-point line. What kind of question is that? On any team, how many? There's not that many 3-point shooting centers. And the ones who could shoot threes don't shoot that many. We talk about Joker and B. They don't shoot that many threes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the logic is flawed. If you're saying this is on basketball, if it's basketball not emotion, then the logic is flawed. If you leave Julius Randle open all game, you're going to probably have a bad night, bro. That's all I'm saying. The chances are you're going to have a bad night if you leave him open from three all night.
Facts.
He's a streaky shooter. All he needs is one to go, and then you're going to have a bad night. That's not smart strategy. You know why it doesn't happen? Have we seen it happen since the team has been formed the way that it is? No, nobody just leaves Julius Randle open from three.
Word.
Since the only time I've seen it happen, nah, I haven't seen it happen. I haven't.
Because you can't. You can't.
How do you replace that?
You can't. Not for his price. Let's say that. You can't for his price. He's only
Nope.
making 28 mil. You can't.
You're talking about Cat put up 4.5. I'm pretty sure you talk about assists, right? But has he done it when he scored 25 points and 10 rebounds? No. And that's my point. Like, I don't care if you did it on a different year. I'm talking about Julius Randle scored 25 points, averaged 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in the same season. It doesn't happen for Cat, bro.
Right.
It just doesn't. And that's okay.
And it's the same thing with Cat that we were talking about, Kev, with AD, the salary. His salary is crazy. He's
Yeah,
scheduled to
his
make
on the
49
last.
3 this season, 53-2 next season, 57-2 the season after, and then have a player option for 61.1 mil. He's
Salary
not worth
cooked.
that, giving you less than what we get for Randall at 28 mil.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
salary
wild.
cap cooked. Salary cap cooked. And
And
the way that
again, you make that trade. Who else do you have to throw into that trade? Because you got to match the salary.
yo, and that's what I was just about to say. Then you got to trade half the damn team to match the
Right.
salary.
That's not a one
Come on,
for one. That's I'm gonna do a mellow trade again.
bro.
Right.
That was half a season, gang. Come on, chill. That's what I'm saying, bro.
We
That's what I'm
need to
saying, bro.
pass on that. We need to
Yeah, that's
look
what
the
I'm
other
saying.
way. We need to look the other way. We gonna keep Randall. Randall ain't going nowhere. It's already clear.
No,
And
see,
as a matter of fact, we gonna extend him.
this is the thing. It's not like we're signing him and money don't matter.
Yes.
In the new CBA, when you make a trade, the money has to match. So if you trade 60 million for 60 million, you have to give up 60 million. So now Julius Randle only makes 30. So that means two more players have to go with Julius Randle at the very minimum. And who? For Cat.
And draft picks. And draft picks. Don't forget
For
that.
Cat. For Cat. For the same player as Julius Randle. Get out of here, bro. That's what I'm saying. The softer version of Julius Randle. Nasty. Nasty.
Yeah, not a good look.
Excuse
Not a
me.
good look.
Nasty.
Yeah,
And
because
Not a
if you
good look.
look at salary this season, Julius is only set to make 28.9. This season, Cat is scheduled to make 49.3. That's double.
everybody, let's just take a moment to thank God that coach is not the GM of the New York Knicks. Because boy, we be in some deep poopy if coach GM of the Knicks. Because this is
Yeah,
nasty work.
I
Julius
wouldn't
Randle,
even look at Cat, man.
Julius Randle and Bogey is still too much to pay for a cat. Still too much. I'm not doing it. No deal. No deal, coach.
Yeah,
Cat
I'm
is not.
staying put.
Cat is
and
not.
then, but this is the thing, T-Time. You do that deal, then you see Randall thrive with Ant, and then you're gonna be pissed.
Yup.
Facts.
Then you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be like, damn, we shouldn't have let him go. Damn.
Because
Facts.
you know he's gonna thrive with him. You know it.
Bro, I just want. I listen. I want to run it back. I want to
Facts.
run it back. Yeah, I mean, we can add a piece that won't disturb the what we're already doing, but I want to run it back. Bring my guys back.
Facts.
I even take Bogey and Alec Burke back. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Well,
Absolutely.
Bogey's on the contract. They can still keep him if they
Yeah.
want.
Facts. Facts. But
So
yeah,
they can either
yeah,
cut him or keep him.
No,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
So,
signed. He's on contract.
yeah,
but I
yeah.
think
So
they
yeah,
have an option to though. I think
No,
they
not
have an
this
option.
season.
Not next season.
I think so.
that is not a win-win. We're taking an L for taking Cat over Julius Randle. Contract wise,
Yeah, but in the Toronto deal, they got Kawhi, bro. We're not getting no Kawhi.
no, no. What are you talking about? With RJ Barrett and quickly and us getting
Oh,
OG.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh, nah, that ain't a win-win. I don't like Cat. I don't like Cat. He's not a New York guy, bro. He's
He's
not.
from
Nah,
Jersey. I'm just saying.
he's from Jersey. He is.
There's a
He's
difference
probably
in us.
he's probably from the suburbs in Jersey. He ain't
He's from
from.
Edison. Yeah, Edison.
I think that sound like a
Yeah.
suburb to me. I ain't never hearing nothing real going down in Edison, New Jersey. I never heard no gangster shit in there. I'm from Edison. No, I never heard of it. I never heard of it. You know what I mean? Sound very suburban. You know what I mean? So
But
and that's
Kev,
my
Bogey's on a full contract, no options right now.
Oh,
yeah,
I bet.
yeah, nah,
We
nah.
also so what we can do though is use them in trade bait if we
Right.
wanted to.
If you wanted to, because it's an expiring contract for sure.
Yeah,
So that's value in itself.
yeah. Listen, man, I don't care. After I saw Bogey in the playoffs putting up 15 points in 15 minutes, I said, hey, that's important.
Right.
That's
I mean, I think all of them, because even as bad as a regular season Alec Burks had, when we needed him to step up, he stepped up. And you
it,
don't see many guys stay ready like that. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So I'm with you. Let's run it 100% back. I need all my guys
yeah,
back.
Yes.
yeah. Listen, I know coming off the bench and having a guy that don't need a lot of minutes to be effective and score is important for this team, especially with bench minutes. Uh, and I wouldn't be mad if they brought Bogey back. I wouldn't be mad. I saw when that Philly series, I saw everything I needed to see to be like, yeah, this could work. He
Yeah,
could work here. He's not the greatest defender. That's why he don't get a lot of minutes. He'll probably top out between 15 and 20 minutes a game. And if you give me 15 points in 20 minutes on a consistent basis, absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely. You're not on the court long enough to be a super detriment to us defensively, but you could be a huge positive on the offensive end. And yeah, and he was already a 20-point scorer in this league before we traded for him. So yeah, I ain't mad. That's what I'm saying, Craig. Let's run it back healthy.
Facts.
And then after we run it back healthy, we assess where we
Then
at,
you
and then
tweak
we
it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
for sure.
Right.
I say this team as is. If we run it back, we're competing for the number one seed next season.
I agree.
And I don't see us not like if we stay healthy. You saw we was running through everybody in that month of January at post
Right.
trade, but we weren't just beating teams. We're packing them up. We were packing them up. 30 pieces. 30 pieces.
Word. Word. Word.
We was handing out 30 pieces like it was a wing stop. You got a party, 30 piece for you. You feel me? Yeah. Now we good. Ain't no contract clock running out. We still got Julius for like another 2 years.
Yo, and
We
we can
still got.
extend them. We can extend them
We can
too.
extend him now if
We're
if we
going
Yeah,
to.
wanted to.
We're
yeah.
going to. Don't be surprised if you don't see the extension news come through. I th- you don't think Julius Randle and JB be talking about this like, you're available for extension. Yeah. So are you? Yeah. So how bad are you trying to win here? Like, you feel me? Like, are you willing to take a little bit less bread so we can get the guys some chicken, so we can stay together, build cohesiveness? Because that's important too. The part of the
Yep.
reason why you see a Boston doing as well as they doing, because
Role
they,
players.
and the core pretty much been together. White, uh, and Holiday and Porzingis is the new addition. But for the most part, the rest of the players that get minutes been there forever.
Hmm.
When I say forever, I'm talking about like 3 to 4 years.
Hmm.
That stuff matters.
Yep. No, for
Mhm.
sure. I mean, and what we've seen from our team is not even half a season of the entire team together. You know what I mean? Like, because we only had Hart a season and a half. We only had OG. I don't know how many games he played for us. What, 30 games?
Uh,
No, not even 30 games. 20 games.
we were like 25,
Yeah,
25,
like
26.
because we had him
I
half a
think it was.
season and then he got
I think it
hurt.
was. Yeah, because he played 50 games.
He
Yeah,
did.
so 25, like 25, something like
If
that.
Nah,
that,
because
yeah,
our record with him is like 20 something and five. So how
that's
could
including, but that's including playoffs.
no?
So
That's what I'm
wait,
saying.
so
Yeah,
he played 27 games for the. Hold on, I saw it earlier. I
yeah,
think he
he
Yeah,
played
didn't even hit
27.
30 games with us. So
He
our team
played
as a
20.
whole
Hmm.
didn't even play, and not even yeah, not even 30 games altogether. Because when you look at it, Randall got hurt 27 games into January, and then OG got hurt. Mitch wasn't even playing when OG was playing in January. So we
yeah.
haven't even seen them all together.
Why does this matter to one of the richest teams in the NBA game? Tell me why it matters to one of the richest teams in the NBA. Like that's a frivolous argument. You talking like we freaking the Charlotte Hornets or something, bro. Like
and,
we
and
one of the
and to
richest.
go back to something Dom had said a few shows ago when it was me, Kevin, him on the show, and Uncle Paulie, we may be a luxury tax team, but what better time than right now to do it? With the core as strong as we have it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we're a luxury tax team and we still going into the lottery. You know what I mean? It's like we're right there. Why not?
Yeah.
We, bro, if you selling 400 row section 400 seats for a G in a second round playoffs, you got money to pay some taxes.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we and if you watch this team, what you call it, through the playoffs, injured, doing what we do, and don't think that we a championship contender team next season, healthy. I don't know what to tell you, fam. I
Facts.
really don't. I really don't. I don't see. There's not enough players in the NBA that's going to be moving this year to make the East that much drastically better that we not contenders next year. You feel me? Like it. I don't see it'll take like Ant being traded to an Eastern team or something like that to happen to make the East that much drastically better. A few times. It's going to take a few stars coming from the West to the East to make the East that much drastically better that we not contenders next year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yo, it was the
So
opposite. It was the Knicks played 23,
Okay.
and played 27 games with the Raptors.
so we played 23 with the Knicks.
then why
You don't
make a
think we are?
trade? I
You
do
don't.
think.
Oh, I do
Then
think we're a trade. So then, yeah, why would you make a trade? Yeah,
just have to make big moves. Why? If you think we championship contenders, why do you have to make big moves? That's the
yeah.
exact
If you,
opposite of what you should be doing. You should be cultivating what you already have. That means you just need to plug and play. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you might need to tinker. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to make a big
mm-hmm,
move.
I don't think we need to make a big move because we already have our stars. Our stars
word.
created their stardom in New York. We have our stars. We don't need a big move. We absolutely do not need a big move. Because a big move means we're moving more than one piece, which means we messing up chemistry. We need
Mm.
a tweak right now.
Yeah, facts, facts. We just need one tweak, and I really think that tweak just might need to be us staying healthy.
Quite
I,
possibly.
I, I everybody. I've seen a few people yelling about the backup point situation. I said,
I think Deuce can hold his own against other
and,
teams' second units.
and that's what I was about to get at. I was like, well, y'all do realize Deuce is playing really good. You know what I
Right.
mean? And he's developing into a really good play. Like your backup point ain't don't have to go out there and get you 25 points off the bench. Your backup point has to do what Deuce does. Not make a lot of mistakes, play solid defense, and hit down and knock down some open jump shots. And that's it.
And when you look at it, like in the playoffs this season, when we were struggling to score and they put Deuce in quite a few times, he got the offense going. He got the offense going, especially when teams had JB a little flustered. You know what I mean? Or he's hurt or tired or whatever the case. He came in and he gave us that boost of energy and he ran the point great to me. I mean,
Yeah,
we wouldn't have been as close as we were in some of those Philly games if it wasn't for Deuce, to be honest.
facts. These are the facts. That's what I'm saying. Like we have to tinker. You know what I mean? We have to tinker. You know what I mean? If we could get, you already know what I'm gonna say. We If we could somehow get Deuce or I mean Deuce, Mikal Bridges or DeJounte Murray without giving up any players, mostly picks. I wouldn't be mad at Alec Burke or Boyan going for for him with a whole bunch of picks for either one of those guys. We somehow able to get one of those guys. That to me that's the tweak that we might need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, other than that, everybody else that coach talking about.
Well, now that you mentioned McCall, let's talk about Josh trolling him a little bit.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because that was hilarious to me. So if y'all
Yeah,
haven't seen the post and or watched the finals, you see Josh Hart commentating on NBA Countdown for the finals. And so Josh posted some photos of him and he said, "Mike quit my day job." Macau responds and says, "Come to the Nets." And Josh responds, "Are you okay? If they have you hostage, just blink and we'll save you."
no,
Hilarious.
that's hilarious. Uh, you know, Mikal thought he could try to do what Josh Hart usually does to him, and it backfired.
Facts.
yeah.
Immediately backfired. Cause
It's so funny because just seeing them all interact is hilarious. But I was talking to Frank yesterday and I said, if we were to get him somehow, they gonna hit us with some tampering. And just for them being friends, they just joke around like this, but it's gonna hit us with some tampering.
But can I
and
tell you something? Tampering only happens to the Knicks because every other fucking player in the league does that shit, and nobody else gets tampering charges but the Knicks.
True.
it it'll be well worth the 2 second round draft picks. That's
Facts.
all I'm
I
gonna
take
say.
it.
Yo, because that's what we lost to Dallas, right?
Yeah.
It
One,
was a second round
one.
pick. It wasn't a first round pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it was
was a
only
It
second
was a
one.
one.
first round. It was a
Even
first
better.
round pick.
It was a it, no. It was one second round.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, even better. You know what I mean? Yeah, even better. But Macau, nobody wants to go to the Nets. You know that.
Facts.
No,
Why
hell
would
no. He don't. He don't even
He
want
don't
to be
even
there.
want to be there.
why would Josh Hart leave from being the heart of the city to go on being another guy on a trash team? Like,
On a little
And you
bucket
know,
team.
hey, can I tell you something? You're gonna look foolish with a B braid on your head, bro.
crazy.
You're gonna look real foolish with a basketball head, with a basketball and a B in the middle of your head, bro. Like
Crazy.
you're gonna look
Crazy.
wild, crazy. G.
Your braid gonna be mad at you, God. Like,
Yeah, like, well, what are you doing, bro? Like, really? Is this what we doing now? Nah, bro.
yeah, nah.
Stick. Yeah, yeah.
Macau, you already know. We know where you want to be. You know what I mean? What's his name? What's the boy name? Where I wanna be. Sweet little deedle. Yeah, we know where you want to be. We know where you want to be.
Nah, yeah, definitely, coach. Like, and you know what? I wouldn't be mad. Listen, my trade would be Bogdanovich. I'm not sure who the second player would be, but it would be Bogdanovich and some draft picks. And I'll send him right to Brooklyn. I'll send him right back home to where
You
he
do
belongs. He was
Bogey, you do
drafted.
Bogey Sims and a couple of picks.
There you go.
Mm.
They
And they
gonna
do
need
need a
a
big man.
they gonna need a big man because Nick Claxton might bounce. So
Yo, but I think I said this already, but that Edie kid, if he falls to us, him, some draft picks and bogey. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think you could trade your draft pick, or can you?
You could trade on
can't
draft night.
absolutely.
But oh yeah, because we did that with Jalen Duran. We traded him to Detroit. I remember that. That's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Because
But if
I
he's a
mean,
top 10 pick, you can't though. Oh yeah, he can because that's
he's
what they
not going.
did.
Yeah, he's not going to be.
Right.
They're not. He's not projected to be. You know what I mean? And we
Mm.
got the 20. We got the 20, like 20th and the
24,
24th.
25,
No,
26.
no, 20, 24, 25.
Oh yeah, so he's projected to fall down to 24. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So,
Mm.
and if that's the case, yeah, I mean, if he does happen to drop that far in the draft, absolutely, I'll be right on the phone. Hey, got the Edie kid. Give y'all
Mm.
give y'all Boyan, and we got two more draft picks for you. Give us Macau, gang. Like, what's up? And if the Nets turn that down, they delusional
Yeah, I agree.
because they
But they
already
delusional already.
they turned down four draft picks and Jalen Green.
Right.
Yup.
Yeah, Sean
And
Marks
they
got to step
traded
his game
and they traded James Harden for Ben Simmons.
up. In all fairness, I didn't think Ben Simmons was going to be this bad as far as not playing. And I
I
was
did.
saying that Ben Simmons, for what they had before KD and Kyrie left, fit perfectly, which I still stand on. Yeah, I mean, Ben Simmons that would actually play basketball fit that team perfectly. But yeah, what you call it? Sean Marks need to be fired though. He's a war criminal. Yeah, I mean, so yeah. Back to my point. Nets don't take that
He's a
if
war
they're
criminal.
he's delusional. You know what I mean? And we already seen that he has high delusions. Big Fan Breezy just entered the chat. I see you. Uh yeah, you got
No.
ideal timing, which is crazy because we were just talking about Mikal Bridges wanting to come to the Knicks. Uh
I mean, they don't
Listen,
appreciate him anyway. I mean, I
they
see plenty
don't.
of
They
shows.
don't.
I
They
see
don't.
plenty of shows where Breezy said he don't like him, he don't want him there. Send him over the
Now,
bridge.
now is before it was yo, give him all the chopped cheeses. He got the keys to the Brook. He Brooklyn Bridges. And now and now it's get him out of here.
I mean,
He
they
want
can
to
send
be
him
with the
over that
Knicks.
Brooklyn Bridge to Manhattan.
Yeah,
Listen, I already tell you. I already told you. We'll send you Bogdanovich. Y'all drafted him and traded him.
yeah.
We could send him right back home, and y'all could use that. That's an expiring contract with some draft picks. Y'all could get some draft picks. Y'all need draft picks because y'all ain't got draft picks for the next 4 or 5 years.
Well, like I said, if Edie fall down to 24, we give y'all Edie, Bogdanovich, and 2 more draft picks, and call it a day. Be happy. You're welcome. You know what I mean?
Word.
You're welcome. Edie Bogdanovich and 2 more draft picks. Call it a day. Give us Macau. You know what I mean? Set him free from the bondage you call the Brooklyn Nets. You know that he like to play at MSG. You know that he like to play at MSG.
Yeah, they got
One of his
Edie.
favorite places to play.
I'm looking at where they got Edie projected to go. They got him somewhere between 22 and 37.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can use a 7-4 center. I could definitely use a 7-4 center. You know what I mean? Give us, you know what I mean, Macau. Let him play. Let him be with his friends. You know what I mean? He like the kid
He
sitting
want.
out. He like the kid that's looking out his window in the summertime when he on punishment. Like, oh man, look at all my friends. They're having fun. I wish I could go have fun.
What Josh said, he
Word.
looked like the SpongeBob character.
Yeah, facts. Squidward, look at that SpongeBob and Patrick.
This nigga Josh. Yo, Josh is hilarious. Yo, he
Yo,
be
he's a
saying some
fool.
wild. He be
Reese,
saying wild shit.
oh,
Yo.
Mrs. Nix just checked, and she already just said that he's projected to go between 22 and 20 and 30 something.
37. That's what USA Today has him at.
Yeah, so boom. Yeah. I mean, if you want Edie, bro, we got you. We know y'all ain't got no draft picks this year.
And
You
then,
talking about
yo, they don't. Hold up a second. Let me make sure. Because
Yeah,
from
they
what I
don't got no
remember,
picks
correct.
for a few years still.
nah
That's what I'm
next
saying.
next year they got draft picks. They don't got none this season. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, Josh Carter's hilarious, man. We know what's up. Told that man to blink twice if he's being held hostage.
Oh man.
Tell him blink
Yeah.
twice if he held hostage. But we already know he talking in the background with JB and Josh Hart. Like, man,
Facts.
yo, imagine if we was on the same team, bro.
We'd have took out Indiana.
We'd have been in the finals right now, bro.
Right? Oh man.
They fucked up. Sean Marks fucked up. Oh, yeah, they got one. My bad.
Yeah, they got one first round pick next
Oh,
season.
that was from Phoenix.
Yep.
But that's going to be a late round pick.
Yep.
Yo, question is this year the first year that Mikal Bridges haven't made the playoffs?
I have
Nah,
no idea.
this is actually his first year because with Phoenix, he made the playoffs.
Every year, right?
If I remember correctly, yes.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And listen, his contract fits the Knicks. 4 years, 98 million. Or
Mhm.
99 million, bro. That fits us perfectly.
Yeah, man. Bring him to where he wanna be.
You
Sweet
know,
little
cause
little
he loved
Darnell
playing in the
Jones.
garden.
That's son name, Darnell Jones.
Oh
When I
yeah,
wanna be, yeah.
yeah.
I know Macau at home singing that sometimes when he watch the Knicks play. Yeah. Sweet dee dee. Nah, but yeah,
uh,
that was hilarious. Blinked
Yes, they
twice.
You
do.
know, they saying he never missed a they saying he never missed a game, but
Nothing about playoffs.
hmm,
No,
Mm.
he hasn't missed a regular season game. Like he hasn't been injured and stuff.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I forgot 2021 was COVID season. They only played 72 games. I forgot about that.
but Toronto was. I mean, the Suns was in the playoffs that year.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he missed the
Oh
playoffs
yeah, he was in the playoffs.
every year.
He
His
played
first,
three two playoff. Yeah, he was in the playoffs 21, 22, and 23.
Hmm.
oh, so now,
So
so he missed his first.
two with Phoenix and one with Brooklyn.
Now,
He
so
got
that means
swept. Remember, he got swept in Brooklyn.
he missed the playoffs his first 2 seasons.
Joel Embiid took the broom out and packed him up.
Yeah, he missed. Yeah, he missed the playoffs his first 2 seasons.
Mhm.
But still, you go to being successful to go back to being out the playoffs. They gotta suck. You know what I
Right.
mean? We gotta suck.
Listen. I'll send you back your draft pick and Bogdanovich, and I'll send you some more draft picks.
You heard?
And Jericho Sims. How about
Yep.
that? You don't even have to draft a young player.
Facts.
All said,
Jericho Sims is a young player.
Yeah.
they won't have to. They won't have to draft a young player or a center. It's
And
like, yeah,
Jericho, to be honest, will fit into their system.
yeah.
Yup,
Just give us
yup.
Macau, man. Set Macau free, man. Free,
That
free,
free
my
him.
homie. Free my homie from them bondage, man. He said we
We
Oh
don't
don't. You
want him.
don't. All right, so you can have Jericho Sims.
They don't
Y'all
want
like
Edie.
Jericho.
Yeah,
Jaffe like Jericho Sims. Jaffe like Jericho Sims. So there you go. That'll work out well for Jaffe.
why y'all don't want Edie? Y'all need a center. Like what? Y'all need a yeah, y'all. I like Nick Claxton too, but he's not really a five, bro. He's not really a five. I hate to tell you, not really a five.
And they
But
give him and a team is gonna have to throw him the money.
oh, they will.
and y'all don't even know if he's staying because the way Son was talking, he want to play for a winner.
Yeah, y'all
he
not winning. Y'all not winning.
want to play for a winner.
And in
Right.
order to trade for somebody good, y'all gonna have to give up a lot.
Yep.
Facts.
Donovan Mitchell,
Mm,
uh, 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 Dejounte Murray, Paul George, those guys, like y'all gonna have to give up a lot to get a guy
mm.
like that.
Yeah, Paul George. Yeah, I want Paul George. That's nasty work. He not that healthy neither.
And
I
And
mean,
he getting paper.
regardless, y'all still gonna be the little brother to us. So nobody wanna play for the
so
little
that means
brother.
you gonna have two people on your team that don't really play. You got you got off season Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? Off
You could
season Ben
some
Simmons and Paul George. Niggas gonna be making almost 100 million together, and, and won't play 60 games between the both of them.
Yo, and you want to know what's funny? Yo, Ben Simmons be having the immaculate workout videos in the off season, and then come basketball season, he on the bench all year. He give you 8 games. Yo, let me play my 8 to 10 games,
this
and
nigga
then
Ben, this nigga Ben
I'm
Simmons
wearing.
be looking like JJ Redick in the off season. Boy be looking like
Yo, it's crazy, bro. That's
Not
hilarious.
JJ Redick.
yo. If you
That's
watch him
hilarious.
shoot threes in the off season, you be like, yo, he got to be cold from the 3-point line. See that boy can shoot. If only you knew, dirt, straight dirt.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, man. I'm over the finals already. I want to get to off seasons, so
Yeah,
we can have some interesting to talk about instead of
like
talking
I
about
like.
Kyrie being on the back of a milk carton. Have you seen him?
Oh man, bro. Like I feel, like we was talking about that earlier, and I was just saying to myself, like I watched game one, and I was just after game one, I was like, oh no, I'm not watching another game. I'm not
And
watching
then
another game.
Jason Tatum shooting worse than Julius Randle in the playoffs.
Bro.
Kind of crazy. In the finals, kind of crazy. And they
I
still
told
being up.
people though, I told people Derek White is different, man. He is a fucking problem, bro.
Yeah,
But see
I
that,
think.
that and that's what shows like as much as people want these big names and want to make big moves, the most the most impactful players in series like the finals are role players, and it's always been that way. Jordan won plenty of rings with the role player hitting the major shot at the end of the game or
Hmm.
making a very impactful play. Same thing for LeBron. How many times did LeBron pass on a game-winning shot? You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It's always a
Hmm.
role player. Because last game, I mean, White has had a great series. Last game, Holiday had a great game.
Facts.
Role players.
I
So
wonder though. I wonder if the injury to Kristaps Porzingis kind of like lingers to them now.
I think they got
You
him as day to day. He may not even play anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if that's gonna affect them now because in game one he destroyed them.
They said it was a muscle tear, bro. I don't see him playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I wonder if that's gonna take a toll on the Celtics now.
I mean, it should because it looked like he was stretching the. They didn't. Dallas didn't have nobody to guard him.
Hell
Nobody
no,
to guard him. So having
hell
one
no.
less player that you have to guard on the court, but you can't let both of them. Like you can't let if you're gonna win, you can't let you can let let me say this, you can let Jalen and Jason have their go, but you can't let Holiday go off on you. On
facts.
top
No,
of having to deal with them, you know what I mean. You can't let White go off on you. On top of having to deal with them because you don't have the manpower to. Because Luca, to be honest, is playing selfish as fuck because he ain't got no option.
no.
He playing selfish, and Kyrie hasn't really showed up. So I mean, we know from our history that one man ain't gonna win it all for you.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't
It's
gonna
facts.
happen. So when you go back to people wanting to make big moves, I mean, big moves cost role players on
Mm-hmm.
top of stars. And I'm not pulling the Mellow trade again. I say it a million times. I'm not pulling the Mellow trade again.
I hear
You got
that
a
all the way.
team full of dogs, man. You don't trade the team full of dogs. And I don't think I know they heard it, but I don't think they understand it and realize it that this team is built around Coach Tom Thibodeau. It's not too many Coach Tom Thibodeau players in the league, man. It's not.
Facts.
There's not too many players that want to come to work every single day and know that they're going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight every day,
Right.
every day. And this is what also makes Coach Tom Thibodeau the least uh
Like coach.
like coached by the players that the players want to play for the least, right? It's because they know every day they're gonna have to come and fight and play defense. Like a lot, we seen it. A lot of guys don't want to do that, especially the stars. Niggas don't want to come
Mhm.
have to play defense every day. Mm-mm-mm. Because even JB, even though he's not the world's greatest defender, he's doing stuff to make himself valuable on the defensive end. Even if that cost him putting his body on the line. People shit
Mhm.
on Julius Randle as a defender. Does he take plays off? Absolutely. He does take plays off on a defensive end, but he's not a bad defender. We've seen Julius Randle when he puts his mind to it and say that he gonna get that stop, he get that stop. Let's not forget in a crucial moment last year playoffs, he punched Donovan Mitchell shit, pinned it all on the backboard, and Donovan Mitchell pretty much had a dunk on a fast break. We seen him do that a few times. Excuse me, as a Knick. Now he's not the greatest defender. This is not my plea for him to be all NBA defense. Nah, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying he does things on the defensive end to make him valuable. You know what I mean? And he plays with high energy every freaking game. This is what they were saying about Julius Randle a few years ago, that he's the ultimate try hard. And that's what the kind of knock they were trying to put on him is like he plays very hard during the regular season, but everybody plays hard in the playoffs. And that's what they were trying to say about him, right? That's why Coach Tommy T likes him, because he's giving his all every fucking game. A lot of players are not trying to do that. We've seen many a game where guys are mailing it in like, I'm tired. I don't really feel like I don't like this city. I don't want to be here. I'm just going to chuck these shots. Hopefully they go in. If not, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm always going to stick by Julius Randle. Always, because nigga, every night he giving us his all. That's all I can ask for.
For sure. And not only just the physical, the mental. A lot of the guys, these younger guys and guys in the league, they're not ready for the mental part of the game. And if you listen to our guys talk about Tibbs and the preparation it takes, 90% of it is mental. When Josh says they only ran a live practice 6 or 7 times all season, and everything else was mental. A lot of guys ain't built like that. They're not built like that. These young guys are built on the Steph Curry genre of basketball, which is I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna chuck threes, and we gonna outrun our opponent. You know what I mean? It's not how we're built. So yeah, I wouldn't trade. I'm not moving none of my guys. If it's up to me, I'm not moving anybody.
And we talk about certified gym rats. You know what I mean? Like between Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson said it. He said, "Yo, the reason why we get along so well because we both know that it's always." He's like, you practice make perfect, but we both know that there's no perfect, but we still strive for perfection. You know what I mean? Like to know that I'm never going to be perfect, but I'm going to practice till I'm perfect. That says a lot. You know what I mean? Like that's a crazy ass statement. Like I know I'm never going to be perfect, but I'm gonna practice till I get it perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you can see that in Julius Randle's game progressing from his rookie year to now. He was projected just to be a screen and roll guy, a role player for his whole entire career. Now you're talking about he went from that to being a 3-time All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
Augmented his game. He couldn't. He's not the greatest shooter now, but when he came into the league, he couldn't shoot worth a lick.
Right.
And people laughed about him being invited to the 3-point shootout, the 3-point contest last year. He absolutely deserved that. He was leading the league in 3 points made when they invited him to the 3-point contest. How do you not? You feel me? Like, and this coming and that came from a guy who, when he entered the league, could not shoot worth a lick. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. Working on your game, wanting to be better, willing to take on the responsibilities of New York City, you know, the heaviest jersey to wear in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And succeeding in that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? We talk about, even though he was hurt, technically, Hear me out now. Technically, he has a more successful career so far as a Knick than Carmelo Anthony.
Bro does. And he got the numbers to prove it.
Yep.
The numbers
That's all I'm
prove it.
saying. When we talk about Julius Randle, that's what I'm saying. Everybody be talking out of emotion because it can't be basketball. It can't be. Because if we talking basketball, you would know that what we got in Julius Randle, you're not going to get anywhere else. You're not going to get a guy who puts up his kind of numbers for the price tag that he already has. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. That's a max player. 25, 10, and 5, max dollar. Absolutely. We talking about 40 something a year.
Facts.
You know what I mean? How about
Easily, and because you got to remember, he took less already. He could have easily been over 40.
facts? Fact. Yo, y'all can keep going, but past my bedtime. Y'all already know the vibe.
Oh nah. I think I'm about to dip up out of here.
For sure. I mean, 2 hours
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah. And my son woke up, so I already know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
This
Nah,
is
yo, this is dope. Shout out to everybody that
word.
pulled up. Oh, Kev running the
Facts.
show tonight. Why I'm doing that? I'll
Hey,
just
you
post.
started it. You started it.
Nah,
Finish it.
nah.
You started. You started it. You better finish it now.
Shout out to everybody that pulled up. If you already didn't do it, hit that like button, sharing is caring. Subscribe to the YouTube, the Twitter, and the Facebook, and the Discord. I don't know if that's still running, but if it's still
Yeah.
running, do all that. You know what I mean? We missed Monday. That was my fault. You know what I mean? I worked two doubles over the weekend. The boy was out of it. Ain't gonna lie. Boy was out of it. But Monday we back at it like we never left. You already know the vibes. Hopefully the finals will be over by then. No, what day is it? It might be. Finals might be over by then. Hopefully we getting some good off-season talk. You know what I mean? By that time. Shout out to, the Knicks and Ish panel, Mrs. Knicks and Kev for pulling up.
Appreciate
You know what I
you.
mean?
Appreciate
Show you how real it is. I didn't even know they was pulling up. I just got the notification. It's like, oh,
We just
No,
pulled
we
up.
talked yesterday, and I said, Kev, you heard from T Time because he ain't been on the chat. He said, Nah, I didn't hear. I said, we got to do a show.
I said, yeah, I got the notification. I was live. I said, oh, and I got to do that today. Oh, word. But yeah. Thank you everybody who pulled up. You know what I mean? And we'll see y'all
Right.
Monday. You know what I mean,
Salute,
we'll
y'all.
holla.
Salute. Later.